Recording. Yay, welcome to the Manifestation Portal. My name is Miro. I'm the founder of Manifest X, the manifester of my soulmate, Nikki, who you've just met. And on this day, exactly a year ago, I manifested my divine life, love, and business partner, Nicole Vince. And so I'm here to share the manifestation secrets that I've learned, not just over this last year of growing my business exponentially, from struggling as a healer and mindset coach to having my first six-figure year in 2019, my first six-figure month in sales in 2020 during a pandemic, after already doing job applications and trying to give up, but no, source brought me back into the game. And then Louis will join us for our Manifest X Mastermind retreat in Tulum, Mexico in March. So, traveling with these amazing human beings, having the best time of our lives. We manifested $155,000 in sales over the course of a week. So literally from six-figure years to months to 1 week, as a power of just the tools that we're practicing, and manifestation tools, doing the inner work. And yes, there is some business strategies which we can talk about more, but just to show you that this quantum leap is absolutely possible and available for everyone beyond your wildest imagination. And so this is what I do now. I teach manifestation, healing, intuitive abilities. We have a 3-day workshop that I'm going to tell you more about if you are interested in that. And I teach the business tools too, because the truth is, I believe that we get to be empowered with money. Conscious entrepreneurs get to be empowered with business tools and with money. It's such an important part of our growth. If I think back, if I hadn't grown the business to the level that I did, me and Nikki would have never been possible. It would not have been possible for me to come travel and come see her. It would not have been possible for her to come to see me. It would not have been possible for us to go to Tulum in Mexico and Croatia on a super yacht experience together, and to have road trips and go to Thailand together. None of those things, in Fiji, and literally all of these exact things that are happening now would not have been possible if I hadn't learned and mastered just the art of building my business in a way that I don't need a vacation from it, that pays me handsomely, takes care of my clients well, and allows me to have the love and the life of my dreams. So this is just such an exciting time. I'm so grateful for each of you who have decided to say yes to this. And this is going to be an interactive experience. Even if you're joining us from the replay and in that field, I want you to play full out, meaning have your journal with you. Handwritten notes work well. If you're live, obviously, I'm going to ask you to pop things into the comments, unmute and say I, or use your voice to be heard and seen. We may open breakout rooms, not breakup rooms, not here. We're going to open breakout rooms so we can have that connection and interactive experience, so you guys can connect and get to know each other better as well and support each other in your manifestation. I'm going to be vulnerable too. You may feel the call. This always happens. So you may feel the call to share something with another human, or with everyone here today you have never shared before. Some of you might cry today. This might happen, okay? And all of that is safe. All parts of you are welcome here. This is part of the healing process that happens when you manifest. Some of those tears might be tears of joy and gratitude. Some of those tears might be just a release, something that you've been holding on to for way too long. Some of you have held on to things not just for your entire life, but for generations. My intention is that for you, some of you are going to release some generational curses that have been in your ancestral line, which is from your mom, from your grandparents. But all of the ideas of hard work, and if you trust somebody fully, they're going to hurt you, or work has to be hard. All of these limiting bullshit ideas that are limiting you, we're going to break them. We're going to break them wide open so you can pass on new information through your DNA, through your children and all of the people that you impact for the rest of your life. And so our year-long mastermind is called the Generational Worth Mastermind. It's not just about creating generational wealth, which is extremely important as we're bringing in the new earth, a new generation, a new era of abundance after everything we've gone through with COVID. It's people have been so activated into really changing and acknowledging the way we are currently living our lives, and old paradigms are freaking crumbling, and we can see it in real time. I believe that it's up to us as conscious entrepreneurs to usher in the new earth, a new way of being, where we can be connected, where we can be together, and we can shed the lies that we've been taught from society, from our schools, from our parents, and you from you know who. So this is a really powerful time for each of us to step into our sovereign leadership, and just acknowledge the power that we actually have in creating our own reality. If you're with me, just say I, Papa One in the comment box. If you're watching the replay, just like pretend you're with us. Just pretend you're with us and use your voice. Let it, be fully engaged. I do believe how you do one thing is how you do everything. That I keep saying that. And another principle, I'm going to teach with you some principles, some stories, and ultimately we're sharing this energy over this next 60 minutes or so. And one of the key principles in the universe is high levels of energy, love, money, abundance, freedom, impact. High forms of energy will never flow to a low energy source. High levels of energy will never flow to a low energy source. Okay, so on this call, this is our opportunity to become a high energy source, right? Become a high energy source. Become a high energy what? That's right. Love you, Tracy. 50 points for Tracy for showing up with the energy, using her voice. This is what I love. I'm very audible too, so I love hearing from you. Sometimes when I still have my limiting like little triggers and beliefs too. I'm not perfect. I'm not on some pedestal, even though I'm sitting on a high chair. I just want you to know that one of my shadow sort of aspects is that when I'm not hearing from people that they're having like a breakthrough or like this is life-changing for them, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, right? And that's just like my programming. I have to accept it. That it's something I'm working on. And that's okay. Which also means my love language is like words of affirmation. When I see this is impactful for you, right? Are you loving this? Let me hear from you. Is that cool?
Yes. And
yes,
you are enough. You're amazing. You're one of my favorite people on the planet.
Yay.
Inspiration.
I received that all in every part of my body. I'm here for it. Thank you so much. And I see that in you too, Tracy. Take this moment, just share with people what it is that you do, just because you're such a powerful angel. I'm so blessed with your presence.
Oh, I love you so much. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I do a lot of different things, but I really try to help what I call miracle messengers to, really shine their light and get out into the world. So I have a company called Podcast Virtuoso, which is an interview marketing company. We help get you on podcasts that are your target audience and help you monetize. I have Luscious Living Lifestyle, which is all about making your life luscious and bringing in the 5 senses to your daily living, with like cool technology, healing devices, things like that. I work with my partner, Bob Doyle, who was in The Secret. And so we're getting his message out to the world, rewiring your brain, all the things that you can do to create your world. Just helping people to live their best life and be who they're here to be.
Yay, so good. Snaps for Tracy, everyone. Instead of our masterminds, we always acknowledge people with snaps, claps.
I like that.
And their power. So snaps for Tracy. So happy for you to be here. Beautiful. So let's dive right in. One of the ways that I've learned to, he's our friend Mikey joining us. Another incredible human and conscious entrepreneur, super connector. A big shout out to Mikey. Thank you for being here, brother. Right on time. Welcome. The portal has been opened. What we're going to do is we started journaling. Some of you started journaling the question, what do you want to celebrate 1 year from now, right? So imagine this, if you don't yet have your journal out, I want you to write this down. I'm going to teach you some principles. We're going to make it real. So it is now 11/11/2022. And I feel so happy, grateful, or insert feeling, insert that frequency that you want to carry forward from this moment forward, right? I feel so, get into the feeling, happy and grateful that I created this in my life now. And this is where I'm going to guide you. But that's the frame of how we're going to start our journaling exercise. Does that make sense so far? Are you with me? Beautiful. So, and we're going to cover 3 categories. We're going to start with experiences. What do you want to experience? And I'll make a distinction here. Category 1, experiences are what they're not is goals. Like they're means goals and end goals. Okay. So a lot of times we get hung up with the goal, but the problem with the goal is that it's always moving. It's like never finished, you know? Like we accomplish the goal and then what's next, right? Experiences are just moments you can touch, you can see, you can hear, you can feel, right? I'll give you an example. You know, a lot of us are programmed, right? Like the story of David. David grew up by his parents told that he speaks well, so he would make a great lawyer. He should be a lawyer. So David goes on to pursue a law degree, goes to school for 6 years, and has a career that's very unfulfilling. Why? You know, just trying to make his parents proud instead of making himself happy. Okay. Now take my buddy Ken, for example. He goes after end goals and means goals, right? He goes after end goals. He goes after the experiences. His goal, his desire was to be in an exotic location, take pictures because he's a photographer, and do backflips off of yachts and like sip champagne. So at age 21, my buddy Ken goes travel out to Hawaii, right? Quits his day job, full trust mode activated, one-way ticket to Hawaii, and started his digital marketing sort of business where with his camera, he can start taking pictures of models on yachts, sip champagne with them, and do backflips, right? So he just created and designed this entire life experience around what he actually wants. Not like have $1 million first so he can have a yacht. See how long that would take him? It would be a lifetime worth of work for some people to get to that level, right? When it was actually available right here the entire time from creating it. So experiences, you know, you could see yourself doing a backflip off of a yacht as an example, right? Now, what is it when you experience? What you want to see, hear, feel? I'm gonna share some examples as you dive deeper into experiences. I want you to have experiences in your love life. I want you to have experiences in your career or in your business. I want you to have experiences in the area of community, like when you know, where you're walking around. Have experiences in your adventure, in your travel life. So I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna manifest with you guys in real time. I'm gonna have a private sort of manifestation ceremony with Bay at the beach later. It's really great when you can do it in nature. And for now, I'm gonna manifest with you as well. So in the experience category, I'm imagining you're writing right now. What is available for me here? Oh, I'm just getting, this is interesting. I'm getting a message that we're going to have a divine timing practice. We're going to dive into a meditation very soon, which will get you even more clear in what it is that you're meant to have. Because there's like there's a lot of someone here, I don't know who, maybe all of us, there's this ideas of what we're supposed to create, right? And then they didn't come from us. They didn't come from our higher self, from our soul, from our divine guidance. It's just external conditioning, and this is noise, and then there's the signal. So even this is what like creator is telling me basically, that we get to actually connect to find out what is true for me, what is true for me that I'm meant to have, that I truly desire, not so that I'm not scared anymore or, you know, out of scarcity, but like, what is my abundant desire authentically for me? Not to please another person, not to be who I need to be in order to have someone else. It's just like, who do I genuinely get to be? Right? So let's go ahead and tune in. Like, you can drop your pen and paper. I know this is crazy, but this is literally, when I stepped into this call, I asked creator to let this be your call. Let this be your selling. So that what we're activating is our God-given purpose. That's what we're manifesting towards. Because there's an infinite number of lives that we can create. You're powerful creators. You're already a powerful manifester. And when we're doing what's coming from our soul, what we're born to do, those manifestations are going to come through faster, more effortlessly, and they're going to stay with you. Is this making sense? Say, if you're getting this, say aye.
All right.
Yay. Lovely, lovely. You guys are with me. I love this. Cool. So we're going to do, drop the pen and paper. If you can, turn your cameras on, play full out. Breathe in. So we're going to take three deep breaths into our hearts. And I'm going to take you through the Theta meditation guide. And it's going to be an intuitive process. You learn more about this meditation at our workshops. Something you can practice daily and take with you for the rest of your life. So go ahead and breathe into your heart. One more time. And one more time. Now on this third breath, I want you to drop your energy from your heart into the ground. Imagine you're putting yourself inside of your heart. Send your energy down through the earth, through the soil, past the crystals, connecting to the core of the earth. Imagine there's a molten metal, magma, inside of the center of the earth. I want you to connect to that energy right now. And just feel the support energy, the safety, and the grounding support from Mother Earth that's been directly beneath your feet your entire life, unwavering no matter what you do. And just realize the fact that you're always supported even when you don't notice it. So go ahead and breathe that energy up, that divine, abundant support energy, and allow it to rise up through your feet, through your spine, and just notice a ball of light lighting up at the bottom of your spine. And just see the energy rising up, lighting up all the energy centers, all the chakras from the bottom of your spine all the way up to the top of your head. And breathe. Keep breathing normally, breathe that energy up until you notice a ball of light forming at the top of your head. Inside of that light forming, just notice what color it is. And just allow any noises and any distractions to further deepen your relaxation and meditation process. Notice the texture of this white light. Notice the quality of this bubble. And just notice all the tiniest particles, the molecules, the atoms, the protons and the neurons, and just the amount of space there truly is. And I want you to turn inward and notice the amount of space that's available inside of you in this moment. And notice that your space inside and the space outside is really just one. And with that awareness, I want you to expand the bubble of light out. Encompass your entire body, encompass the chair that you're sitting on, and really ripple out further and further. And ripple out even more. Past all of the city, past all of the country, sending love, healing energy, light out. Past, just encompassing the entire planet, sending love, healing from you into the galaxy, just past all the moon and the stars, higher and higher, brighter and brighter. You feel lighter and lighter, higher and higher, past all of the galaxies, as if you could go past the universe, higher and higher, expand out faster and faster, feeling lighter and lighter. And I want you to expand past these bright colors and dark colors and layers of colors. It's so safe for you to go through each of these into this golden band. Feel the power of this angelic golden band. And go past that into this jello-like substance. It feels like going through water or jello. Higher and higher. Notice this pink cloud of compassion. I want you to expand your bubble out. Past the pink cloud of compassion through this white light, through this white window into this white light. Higher and higher, bigger and bigger. That's right. Into the nucleus of this white light. Higher than ever before. And just let go of your bubble now and become one with this white light. Breathe that into every cell of your being. This is the energy of the creator of all that is. This is the source of divine guidance where your inspiration comes from, where your vision comes from. This is where the source of creation happens. I want you to notice, where does this place end and where does it begin? I want you to notice, are you actually separate from this energy? Or is this just part of who you are? I want you to notice what's not love here. Feel the love that's available here. And allow yourself a new level of receiving this love that you are. And notice what is not possible here. And you may notice it's all possible here, that you deserve all that you desire, that you are an infinite being. And when you're being yourself, you are a high source of energy because you are this love. It's in this place that we practice manifestation, healing. Instant healings are becoming possible. Instant manifestations. It's what I've used to call in my queen and so many things that I enjoy in my life today. It's practicing working with this energy that's opened up everything for me. And my hope and my intent is that it can do the same for you. I know for a fact it can, and it will when you allow it, when you practice this relationship with who you really are, a powerful creator, the manifester of your wildest dreams. So it's in this place that I want us each to receive a message and even find safety in communicating our message with each other. And the message that I'm here guided to share with you, that we're here to receive today, is your God-given purpose on this planet, your divine timing. Meaning, what is a piece of the big picture of what you're meant to accomplish here during this lifetime? What is it that your heart, your soul has uniquely designed you to do? What is the impact that only you can do? Only you can do. This is your joy and your genius zone. Whether you're building a business or growing a family, when you operate in your joy and your genius zone, you have infinite energy, passion available. So we're going to make a command. This is the manifestation commands. What you're going to do is you're going to request or command of the creator to show you what your divine timing is, your God-given purpose. It is so safe for you to receive this information right now. So here's what we do. It's just like speaking to Alexa or speaking to Siri. Just trusting. We're going to place the order and just trust it'll be delivered. Well, here's what we do is we say, this is the command. Creator, it's requested that. Or Creator, it's commanded that. For you advanced manifestation practitioners, you may be able to say, Creator, I command. And for some of you who are new to this, you may want to start at, hey, I request. Either way, it works great. So I'm going to go with Creator, I command that I have this in my life now. I want to see a picture of my God-given purpose. Creator, show me a piece of my divine timing in the highest and best way. You always want to ask in the highest and best way. And then you say, thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Show me. And as you say that, I want you to go ahead and drop all the way back into your heart space and just see it. See the vision that Creator has in store for you. What is it that your divine timing is, your God-given purpose? See yourself fully, make it vibrant and more real. Maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's a vision, maybe it's a message you can hear. Trust it and receive your message now. And I want you to make it more real for yourself. Make it more vibrant. And if you're not sure, ask Creator. Creator, make this more real for me. Help me understand this. What is this? Go ahead and have that conversation now. This is your authentic connection to yourself and your creation power. Clarity creates reality. So make sure you fully understand. And ask anything you desire about your divine timing, your purpose during this lifetime. Beautiful. It's time now to take a note. Some of you are verbal processors and you're going to have a moment to share in just a moment. Others, you just know. And it's perfect. And some of you really benefit from taking the pen and writing some things out. And if you want us to process with you in real time, use the comment box by all means. What has shown up for you? What has Creator shown you to be your divine timing? Feel free to unmute, Mike. Mike, can you ever share?
I can share.
Okay, go ahead. Jesse, everyone say
Yes.
What's up, Jesse? What's up, Jesse?
What's up, man? How's it going?
So
I am here. My purpose is to spread love and light to the world. A few months ago, I had a life-changing experience where I saw the light and I connected to source. And I was atheist for like 8 or 9 years. And it was programmed to me that I need to create a music album called Love and Light. It's actually going to be 11 songs, 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds. And I'm actually releasing the second song called Angels. It's coming out like over the next few days, and then the third song is called Shine Your Light, and it's really cool because it's not me. I hired a producer from Nigeria, and I find singers from all over the world. And my artist name is the number one because we are all one. So it's not about me. It's about sharing with others and spreading love and light to the world. So it all came to me on 4/19, which was a day before I turned 29, and it all happened completely sober. It was the craziest, most life-changing experience. I've already connected to source like completely. So it's been beautiful, man. I words can't describe it. So
I understand. I understand more than you know. Thank you so much, Jesse. This is just what an powerful testimonial to the power of working with the force. That's what I like to call it. I like calling it working with the force from Star Wars. So good. This is so crazy. I've never met you, Jesse. I don't think we've met before. Is that right?
first time.
Amazing. I have no clue how you landed here, but I know this is where you're meant to be, brother. Welcome.
All meant to be, man. Love and light.
Beautiful share. I want to open the space for one more share before we go to this next part. Who feels courageous? Okay, Jean. Everyone say, what's up, Jean? Okay, well, let's do this right. This is what we do at our mastermind. So please unmute on 3. We're going to say, what's up, Jean? Okay, go ahead and hit the unmute button. Find it quickly. 1, 2, 3. What's up,
What's
Gene?
up, Gene?
What's up, Gene?
What's up?
What's up, Gene?
My divine timing, I'm on the right path right now, and I'm manifesting my future. It's very, very new. So my divine timing was that in 2 weeks, I do my first workshop. In March, I start traveling. In September, on the International Day of Peace, I do speak at the United Nations and begin preparing my trip to Europe to work with social leaders the world over.
Beautiful. That's what Gene, yo, that's such a powerful share. I'm imagining that's a massive quantum leap for you, right? Because what has been your reality, let's say a year ago?
It's a huge quantum leap, but it's something that Spirit has been guiding me and preparing me for 20 years. It just was the pandemic and the circumstances allowed me to step out of my brain and into my heart again and accept my future and my role and realize that I am ready and prepared to do it all.
Yes, you are. You are everything that you need, Gene. Thank you for that share. That is so beautiful. So I'm noticing trends here too, you know. We all have a divine purpose and a divine timing. Jesse has this album, like the result is love and light, spreading that energy. And the vehicle is his gift and his talent of creating music. And I imagine that Gene's ultimate purpose is similar in nature, and the vehicle is the speaking platform, you know. And so we each have our own vehicles to getting our message out into the world. And ultimately, we all want the same thing on the highest level, right? So it's so important to have that vehicle that supports you in your manifestation. And I don't know why that came through, but it just happened. So just so you know. Beautiful. So now with that wisdom of your informed purpose, I want you to come back to your manifestation list, okay? And so we have 3 categories. Category 1 is experiences. You know, I have a powerful share that I'm gonna give you in a minute about that. Then category 2 is, and I have, the way I imagine it is like I have either 3 pages or 3 columns on a page. You can do it in whatever way works for you. But column 1 is experiences. All of what you have shared are very visual experiences you can have. Speaking on stage with the United Nations, powerful, right? Hearing the music and like getting that out into the world. You know, I imagine concerts, digital downloads, that can be in a visual experience. That's experiences. The second category over is growth. And the question that we get to ask ourselves is, who do I get to become, or who do I get to embody in order to create these experiences, right? If an apple wants to produce, if an apple tree wants to produce an apple, what does it have to do? Be an apple tree, right? It's not going to produce a lemon. Similar to you, who do you get to become in order to produce the experiences you have? And the contribution. So contribution is the third category. Category 3, third page, third column, whichever way you structure your manifestation list. Category 3, contribution. What do you love to give? Yeah, so many healers, conscious entrepreneurs want to have this powerful impact and do charity work, you know, building wells in underserved communities locally and here in America, or in developing countries across the world, Africa, India, so many charitable missions. And yet we never really took the time to fully develop the vision of our contribution goals, our contribution dreams. So I want to share a couple of recent realizations that have been so powerful for me I had a my story. Some of you know, Louis has been with me for a long time. I have a gangster to go sort of origin story. I'm from the streets of Germany. I was a little gangster, right? Way too friendly to be a gangster. I didn't like hurting people or stealing from them, and so that career failed. I had a near-death experience as a result, and this manifested me coming to America against all odds, without relationships, scholarships, education, or even citizenship, or any of the ships that you may need to go to America, right? And on that journey, not only did I get my citizenship from the head of the US Embassy in Berlin, she used her discretionary power, which is a 1 in a million case, like never happens. I also received a scholarship. So there was a billionaire philanthropist, Henry W. Block, rest in peace. He's contributed over $25,000 to invest in me, so I could have my education and stay in America. And it was absolutely life-changing for me. You know, I went to a community college, and then later learned to become a teacher with Cambridge University, and then an entrepreneur. And so that work was so impactful for me, because his sort of scholarship donation was what allowed me to become who I am, right? And I decided I want to be like that. I want to be that billionaire philanthropist that can write a $25,000 check because I want to, right? And education is so important. You know, when I came to America, I realized there's kids here in the inner city youth with the Learning Club of KCK, which is my first sort of charity I was a part of as a volunteer. And all of this has a reason. There's a reason I'm sharing all of this, so bear with me. And what happened was I realized these kids, you know, who deal with drug violence, gang violence, peer pressure, you know, in really harsh conditions, what they needed to end the cycle of poverty was education. And so maybe for me to give it to them, I needed education, right? So went on this personal development and education binge that still hasn't stopped. And I decided I want to be able to contribute over $2.5 million in charity for education, right? But I've been putting that goal out there so that when I'm a billionaire, I'm gonna start being generous. Anyone else? Like when I'm finally out there, or I have accomplished XYZ, then I'm gonna start giving back and helping others, right? And what a twisted mindset that is, I realized, because I opened up my very own scholarship to the Manifest X Mastermind, which is a $10,000 scholarship. It's designed to help a conscious entrepreneur who otherwise would not have had the opportunity to bring their impact, their message, and their mission out into the world. And so I feel so alive in saying that now, because guess what? I'm not a billionaire yet, and yet I can help someone else have that impact that they're meant to have, and believe in them and invest in them and support them all the way until they accomplish their goals. And that's something I decided. So I don't like, it's not me writing a check. No, what it is it's the same mastermind that people have paid up to $50,000 to be part of. I get to, and then we have different portions, you know, smaller and bigger. I get to credit 5 conscious entrepreneurs a $10,000 gift to accomplish that faster, easier, and even if they didn't think it could happen for them. So that's something that happened for me. So that is my contribution list. Yeah, that type of thing goes to my contribution list. I hope that someone here gets the download, like, oh, maybe this is one way I can give back now, right? Maybe this is one way I can be more giving, charitable, and just generous now. I want to make a distinction for charity. I want to make sure we don't give from a sense of you can't do this, right? You're in need. You want to invest in a person because you believe in their power, not in their poverty. You believe in their power, not in their poverty. Yeah. I got an empowerment gift. That's what I got, not a charitable donation because I couldn't help myself. Does that make sense? Okay, so let this inspire you to add some things to your contribution. How would you love to contribute during this lifetime? And your contribution can be inside of your family, right? It can be just giving generously with my time, creating time for yourself, listening. Your contribution can be, I want to create fucking, like one of my dear friends who passed away, Bob, he it's not Tracy's Bob, he's alive, and a different Bob from Kansas City. He's a real estate investor, and he created time freedom for himself so he could go to hospitals, to like kids in the sort of cancer clinic, and dress up like a clown and make jokes. He's a comedian, right? And so that was his contribution, to make kids who are struggling smile and laugh. That can be your contribution. Look, if you feel like you're a comedian and a clown and like nobody wants to buy your tickets on when you go on stage, fine. You can go to find your starving audience inside of a hospital, and people happily receive your positive energy, right? So I'm sharing some examples so you can have your gears turning for what might a contribution be for you, okay? Yay, yay. In fact, I want to hear some shares. What are some of the contribution elements that are in the room? I love the fact that Tracy has got the power of list going. So cool, so aligned. The level of alignment in this room is just the next level. Yeah, so both, we've got experiences, becoming. Again, who do you get to become in order to have those experiences? And then also, who do you get to become in order to have those contributions, to be that generous of a person? So generosity is one thing I invite everyone to put on their becoming list. When I started, when I started becoming generous and being intentional about that, the sort of abundance floodgates started to open up. Because guess what? You want people to be abundant and generous with you in their giving. We get to be who we want to attract. Louis is sharing. He's going through a lot of feelings. Much love to Louis. Thank you for sharing, brother.
I'm really moved by what you were sharing about, just like, if you're worried about filling a stage with people who paid for you, just go to a hospital. And like, I choose to be and do and have more of that in my life. Like, just not because I can't do the biggest stuff, but like just really embodying the gift of who I am, without attachment, without expectation, but knowing that it's going to have a huge impact. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, beautiful. And this is why I feel so called to empower coaches and healers with mastering the marketing, the sales, and the business and the money aspects. And the reason for that is a lot of us need to get out of a sort of poverty cycle in order to see, oh, you know what? I just want to go to a hospital and give freely. And we often don't get there until we have a level of personal abundance for ourselves. And yet, I find a lot of people saying, oh, money's not that important to me. You want to have too much money, and like, it's not me, right? But like, what's the impact that we don't get to even have yet because we didn't step into our empowerment with money, right?
So I second that, and I second all the money and all the resources in the world, conscious capitalists, spiritual entrepreneurs. And for me, it was just, I've done that.
I know.
The level of six figures. But
sure.
For me, it was like putting my attention actively. Like, I choose to be that. I do it in my content to a certain amount. Like I wrote a whole post about, reaching six figures as somebody with Asperger's, and it skyrocketed. And I was like, whoa, and then I wrote another post, and it really impacted this one person. Like, it opened her heart. And I was like, okay, I want more of that, where I'm just doing what I'm told by intuition and by my heart. And it might not have a direct impact on business, but it is having a direct impact on like awakening the world.
Yes. I love that. This I love for you and for everyone here. I think there's some abundance codes in there. You can have your contribution by sharing your authentic story through your content without needing somebody to pay you or buy you a masterclass or whatever, right? And that's so powerful. I acknowledge you for that, Louis. Thank you for sharing that. Power, 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 power. I imagine we all have a story that we're not quite sharing as much as we can that could potentially have that level impact, like Louis sharing, becoming a six-figure entrepreneur with Asperger's. That's fucking amazing. So good. Okay, I'm imagining your lists are filling up to an extent. You can always come back to this. This is something you can do freaking daily. Experiences becoming, or experiences growth, contribution. What do you want to experience, right? What is the fuck yes life experience you want to have? who do you get to become in order to have those experiences and contributions, and what do you want to contribute? How do you love to give? Beautiful. I imagine we're close to a place where we can take all of this and formulate a manifestation. I love all of the engagement in the chat, and you guys are already connecting with each other. We'll definitely, as soon as we're completing the manifestation meditation, we'll have a little breakout room where we do shares. I'm going to guide you through some exercises so you can connect. So many lovely kitties and kiddos and babies here. And maybe, you know, maybe some of you are manifesting your soulmates, or growing families. You know, we'll have little babies on our 11/11 manifestation. Like anything is possible, right? And this is so powerful. This is the power of being intentional about what you're calling in and doing the work. Beautiful. Okay, so let's say let's call our list complete for the moment. And I'm checking with your comments. So cute, beautiful. I'm gonna share a couple of manifestation principles, just things that you need to know that you may not have known, that will support you. And Nikki shared some good ones, but I also want to know where's your mindset right now. What are the principles that you already know? You're all powerful manifestors. So let's crowdsource these, and I'll add some. What are the powerful principles of manifestation that you already know to be true? Like, you know, like I know all of you that I've met before are powerful manifestors. And so, you know, why would I preach to you things that you already know? Like, let's build on where you're at. So standing in the feeling of a wish fulfilled. Boom. Beautiful. 50 points for Lois. and you know, so feel free to pop it in the comments. And even if you're watching the replay, like, in what ways are you already a really confident manifester? You know, for me, it's always been people, like friends, people, clients, stages, opportunities. When I'm choosing the one to have, even dating in those days, when I'm choosing to have that in my life, it can happen pretty much the same day. You know, and for some people, I know Nikki is very good with manifesting money. Like, she's like, okay, I don't know how I want to pay for this. Creator, send me the money. Like, and the next day she'll have like an unexpected payment or check or something. So good. You know, and some people are great at manifesting parking spots. You know what I mean? Like, in what ways are you already an amazing manifester? And what are the manifestation principles that you've known to be true? Being sensually embodied. Angelica, I love that. So I imagine that means going through all of the senses, like visual, feeling, taste, flavors. Angelica manifests random people appearing in her path with perfect solutions. Love that. Constantly grateful. This is the way I've found to be absolutely effortless, be absolutely abundant and free. Absolutely. That's such a beautiful key, having gratitude daily. So good, so good, cool. So let me add some wisdom to enhance you as powerful manifestors. So you already know this, and just reminding you that anything in your consciousness every single day supports your manifesting. So these are your thoughts, your things that you're trying not to think about, which are your subconscious thoughts that you're suppressing. These are the information, like, I don't own a TV anymore. And the biggest thing is the people in your life. So especially the people that you trust the most, the 5 closest people that you're surrounded with most of the time. Imagine just having energetic cords, like, from you to them. And if they're filled with, let's just say, a bunch of BS, right? And you expect your life to just take off like a rocket ship, you've got an anchor weighing you down, right? And this is crazy to think about. For some people, you are that anchor. Okay. And that's crazy. And here's why. We're all at different levels of evolution of our consciousness. I'm going to mute yourself. And the highest level of vibration, it's all about frequencies, right? It's the frequency first principle. If you're not an energetic match, you literally cannot grow together. Some people, we need to let them go so they can take off. And it doesn't mean that we're bad people. It's just a different level of evolution. Yeah. So the 5 people that you're energetically plugged into the most are going to influence you so much that it's almost impossible not to have higher levels of success. You're going to average out. You're going to average out your vibration in that, right? That's why you want to constantly put yourself into rooms as much as possible with people who think bigger than you do, whose vibration is higher than yours, where you can feel small to an extent, because guess what? You're going to level out into the average over time. And the biggest thing for you, some of you, to enhance your manifestation is to either clean up your current relationships where you feel there's something's out of integrity, something that is not being said. The elephant in the room hasn't been addressed. When you have that conversation, it will transform the energy of the relationship. And it doesn't mean that you have to let them go. It just means like, hey, I've noticed our relationship has shown up like this, this, and this. And it's made me feel guilty, ashamed, or afraid, right? My hope is that we can have it look like this, this, and this, right? And my request is that going forward, this is what we're doing. What are your thoughts? Right? This is just a simple way to say that. And 2, it's like, hey, you know, business partnerships, talk about this, clients, friends that you want to create an adventure with. It's like, you know, honoring those relationships and the integrity in your current relationships is the biggest transformational tool that you have. Being willing to say, hey, you said you would do this, you didn't hold up your end of the bargain. I feel disappointed in you. Having those honest, difficult conversations will transform your life. I promise you, because we think it's the goal and the thing and the getting to the next one. What about the amazing relationships that we already have? On your deathbed, at your funeral, you'll not be like, oh, I wish I had more this or done more that. No, it's going to be the people in your life that you'll be thinking about. The people in your life make your life. Yeah? Radical honesty is a practice of just being in your, that's how you create intimacy. Intimacy is not sex, right? And it exists in business, it exists in your love relationship, in your friendships. This is where some of you are going to have the biggest breakthrough in cleaning up the energy. Because when you're not thinking about it, that's the undercurrent of that energy of that conversation that you didn't have yet is driving all of your behavior, right? When I'm angry at bay because of something freaking minor or something that I haven't addressed, I'm pushing through my workday, trying to push it down and ignore it. Well, that energy is going to ripple into everything that I touch. It's a frequency first principle. I got to clean my consciousness of all the negative thoughts, beliefs, fears, shame, and things that drag me down so I can clean up the relationships that are going to stay with me for the rest of my life. If you find yourself having relationships that don't last as long as you like, ask yourself, am I being absolutely honest with what is actually true for me inside of this relationship? And I'm giving them a request to energize what I want the relationship to be, right? Sometimes we just think, oh, this person should show up in this way. Well, did you tell them? Did you ask them? So I know that's for somebody out there. Your relationships are so important. I'm a stand for creating intimacy in our business relationships, because I think that we've missed, in society, missed the boat of like being actually authentic and show up as ourselves, put on our mask. Like we try to be authentic with our friends, try to be authentic in our relationships. We go to work and we put on the mask. What is that? No, thank you. No, thank you. So that's some principles. I mean, obviously I think about business a lot. I'm obsessed with it. It's a passion of mine. And I love helping these conscious entrepreneurs like stepping into a full self-expression with their business vehicles. Now, for you, that may be something completely different. You may be applying in a different area of your life. same principle applies. The 5 people, the relationships, the honesty, and owning the truth that you have. And being willing to sacrifice a relationship for your truth will allow you to have an authentic connection. And this is still, I'm still working on this, guys. We have the people pleaser syndrome, the no more Mr. Nice Guy stuff. I do too. So just set an intention when you start a conversation that I'm going to be true to myself here. And when you do, you start actually, the people that are for you are going to magnetize to you, towards you. And they're not, you don't have to worry that, oh, what if they find out who I really am? They're going to leave me. No, I showed up as myself from the start. This is, I know this is for somebody. This is resonating, just like say I, or like put a 1 in the comment box or something. Okay, great, good. You're loving this. Beautiful. Enough of that. High forms of energy. I've shared with you some tools how you can raise your energy. Locate. So for the manifestation practice, location is important. Like you want to be in an inspiring location. When I go to my coffee shop where I'm always inspired, I'm gonna write the best content. When I go travel to LA, I can walk down the street, go to the coffee shop, get the best freaking content and ideas I can go share with the world, right? And so location is extremely important. That's why I love to travel to inspiring places. And oh my God, I haven't even shared it with you, the Fiji manifestation. That's my contribution too. Yeah, so I'll give you some nuggets around Fiji. High source of energy, your environment, your location, the thoughts, the feelings that you carry with you every single day, and being committed to frequency first, being committed to the fuck yes in your body. Because literally when you feel a bunch of meh in your life, that can stay there with you for the rest of your life and you can have an average life. But if you say, no, I'm choosing the feeling, right? That it's taking care of whatever necessary, by any means necessary, to get back to who you really are. It means expressing the fears, the guilt, not just pushing it down and moving on from it, but like letting it out so you can come back to your natural, happy, peaceful state. Is this making sense? Yeah, so beautiful. That's been the biggest gift and download I've received recently. So I want to pay it forward. Frequency first. Frequency what? That's right. Epic. Alrighty. Okay. Lists are extremely powerful. Tracy can tell you all about that. So I'm so glad you are already doing the journaling. There's something about it when you put a pen to paper, all of your attention will be with what you're writing. And when you allow yourself to enhance the feeling while you're writing, it just hits it on so many levels. It's so much science that I don't even know anymore. I've already forgotten about. Trust, write the shit down. So shit works. And then trusting it, it's just like submitting it, the order, putting in something like you guys all made a command to the creator. We're about to do it again. Trusting that, like when you go to Amazon and say, you know, I need more toothpaste, and you hit order, you don't like call and see if the truck is leaving the warehouse, right? No, you trust it. It's going to show up in divine timing. And flexing the trust muscle is like, I know this is coming from me in divine timing. Don't block your manifestation by deciding then, oh, it's just like not going to happen for me because it hasn't happened yet. It's bullshit. Trust it. It's going to happen. Sometimes you need to go through challenges and growth opportunities to become the kind of person that can own it. And that's the universe working for you as well. Okay. How are we feeling about our manifestation list? Is there anything that you have not yet added to your manifestation list that now needs to be part of it before we submit the order? Thumbs up if you're ready to go, to do this. Submit the order. Okay. Let's do this. So I'm going to pop the command that we'll say in the chat box. It's literally this. It's creator. And you can write this down in your book too. It is commanded or requested that I have this in my life now. Then we'll put X, your manifest X, your list. You can, what we'll do here is you're just going to glance at your list or run your fingers over it. You don't have to say everything out verbatim because you wrote it down. Creator knows that I have this in my life now. And then when you complete, you say, thank you. Thank you. It is done. 3 times. It's done, it's done, it's done. And we're going to watch. I'll guide you through the visualization process. We're going to see it. So visualizing it, seeing it is important because you're creating new neural pathways. You've experienced life one way before, and that's the patterns of life. If you want to have a new paradigm, something new happen that's never happened before, you got to condition your mind to be able to receive it, and your feeling receptors to be able to have it and keep it. You're rewiring your brain. Exactly.
Lacey's so smart.
Yeah, I think somehow you
Yeah,
introduced me
I
to
think I
Harrison,
did.
and then Tracy. I met.
I love Tracy. I love you both. Yeah.
There's a lot of love here. Okay, let's freaking do this so we can manifest and have Q&A after too. And then we'll talk more about the scholarship and all of the ways to continue. Okay. Are you ready? 1111 abundance portal manifestation. Okay. In fact, this is fun. Let's just do this for fun. Take your hands, palms together, set your intention. About to connect to the creator and manifest our divine timing. Make sure your divine timing is in your list, along with everything else that we desire by this date 1 year from now. Go ahead and rub your palms together, feel the energy, and put your hands on your heart. Breathe into through the nose, out through the mouth. And just go ahead and say, it's safe for me to let go of what no longer serves. Great. And go ahead and breathe that energy down. Push it down through your golden roots into the core of the earth, just as before. Releasing anything that no longer serves through the anchor that's deeply connected to Mother Earth. Let it go. Now, allow the support and abundance energy to rise up, lighting up each one of your chakras from the bottom of your spine to the top of your head. Form the ball of light at the top of your head. We're going to use the spaceship method. On my count of 3, I want you to see that ball of light floating up to the creator like a spaceship. 1, 2, 3. Up, 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 up. Floating higher and faster past the moon, the stars, all of the galaxies. The world gets small, leaving all your worries behind like a speck of dust. The galaxies become a speck of dust, and going past the edge of the universe, higher and higher, past the bright and dark layers of colors, past the golden band of the angelic realm, higher and higher, past the jello-like substance that feels like going through water or jello, into the pink cloud of compassion, feeling the compassion in your heart now. Noticing the white window floating higher and deeper into the white lights, higher and deeper than ever before. It's white as snow, feeling the tingling sensation at the top of your head. Or not, and that's okay too, but that's right. You're doing it right. Now go ahead and charge your body and every cell of your being up fully. And in this place, we're going to set the intention to have our collective manifestations, each of our visions and dreams, our experiences, our growth, our contribution come true, and recognize that we are that person now. You are already the person. Just put yourself in the position to fully receive all that you desire. So go ahead and say, Creator, it's commanded that I have this in my life now. Creator, it's commanded that I have this in my life now. Go ahead and glance at your list. You may say it quietly to yourself, or just take a snapshot of it Trust it. And close your eyes. Say, thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Show me. Flow back into your body. See it clearly. See it. I want you to imagine yourself inside of a glass pyramid. And you look up, you can see an abundance of stars. All your manifestations, all the amazing humans in your life that are part of making your dream come true. See them. Your soulmate partner, your dream clients, the stages, the opportunities, your listeners, your audience, your tribe, your soul tribe. See it all come true. See the objects, the experiences as stars. And the more stars you see, the more reveal themselves. Super clear. And I want you to see those that are meant for you, for your divine timing. Just come down into your heart now, through the pyramid, opening up your heart to receive now. Imagine what it feels like to actually receive all that you desire in your heart right now. Allow it to open up fully and then let it in. Trust it. You deserve this. Know that they can trust you and you can trust them. So safe for you to experience this right now. And just feel that it's already done. How amazing is it? How are people responding to you having this life now? Who's celebrating it? See it for you. See your experiences. See how confident you're walking in that. Who your beingness, you're becoming, the frequency that you carry through all that you do. And how it impacts others. See your contribution, desires come into fruition. The thank you letters, the handwritten notes, the video testimonials. The people singing your praises.
Your connection had stopped, I think, a few times.
The energy is too powerful, and it.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking that exact same thing, Tracy. Sorry to interrupt, Miro, but yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's exactly what I was getting.
I got tingles everywhere, and
I know, me too. Me too. Me too. There was another source coming out of him. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hopefully you're all still. Hopefully you're all still with us. You look beautiful, Trace.
Oh, thanks, honey. I love you guys.
I think we just broke the internet.
I think.
I know. I don't know what Tracy and I saw, man. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Wow. Are we back? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're totally back. I'm telling you, you just the shot of energy. Insane.
Wow.
It just broke the internet for a minute.
It was awesome.
What timing, right? It's 12:22. The manifestation is complete.
222 is my number.
Yes, beautiful.
Love it.
Thank you guys. I'm so grateful that you've dedicated your time and your energy to yourselves and to being here. And you said you trusted me enough to guide you in this process. So grateful. Okay, so I want to break up rooms or whatever. We're just going to use the room that we have with the last 8 minutes. I'm going to do a little rapid fire. What I'd like to do is, for those of you who feel called to share and be in community, if you feel complete, by all means, you can go. I know that people have responsibilities and things. For those of you who feel called to stay, ask any questions and connect with each other, I'm going to hold the container for another 7 minutes or so for a speed dating type of connection where we do rapid fire, just saying about who we are, what it is that we're calling in. And you can make an unreasonable request. It's like, hey, I want this, right? That I'm normally afraid to ask for, but like maybe if you're calling in a soulmate, like, who do you know who looks like Will Smith or whatever, right? So I want to create this space for you guys to connect with each other and support each other. If you haven't yet joined our community, I have a Facebook group where ongoing amazing madness is happening in co-creation, manifesting things and business things as well. But yeah, so who feels, I'm going to guide you through the process. Who are you? Remind us who you are. What are you calling in right now? And what is your unreasonable request if you could have anything from this community? And so that's the process. Who feels called to go first? And yeah, by all means, drop all of your links, Instagram, Facebook, ways to connect with you, email, whichever way, Tinder profile, like anything you desire in the chat.
You didn't say Grindr.
I did not. You can add your Grindr. Where can we find your Grindr? I'm just kidding.
Is that a thing? I don't even know. I'm so bad. It's probably a good thing I don't know, but
it's a good thing you don't know.
Yeah, probably don't. It's a good thing.
Well, I mean, I'll go first. I've already sort of said who I am, kind of what I do. My manifestation is right now I am working on creating my book and the program, The Power of Lists, because I really, it was like an aha. I've been teaching this for so long. I have a Facebook group, the 300 wish list, which I kind of started and then kind of like dwindled because I was doing other things in life, and then COVID and all those sorts of things happened this year. And so right now it's like, I'm just so drawn to do this. It's like majorly powerful. And so that's what I'm manifesting right now. And so anyone who has stories where they, have had success with using list writing as a manifestation tool, that's what the book's about. I've done some search, and everything out there right now about list is like productivity, not the magic of using it as a manifestation tool to create your dream life and to, move into being who you're here to be. And so that's what this is all about. So if you have a story like my stories, I mean, real quick, I wrote a list. I saw The Secret in 2006. I wrote a list of the people in the movie. I want to befriend them. And now I live with one of them. Okay. And I've worked with most of them. I mean, like, it's just magic. I wrote a list of my perfect partner after my divorce, and hello. I wrote a list of like the house that I want, and I have it. It's like just those little things, but it's so powerful when you really get clear. And you said it, I wrote this down. I have tons of notes. Clarity creates reality. That's the truth. And so list writing gives you that clarity. And when you move into feeling it and visualizing it and being it, it happens. It's just magic. It's awesome. It might take 5 years. Like my perfect partner took 5 years, but I have him. And
it's worth
it. I wasn't ready for him. He wasn't ready for me. So it's like divine timing is where it comes all in. It's all divine.
Beautiful. What a great share. I'm so here to support you. Now, specifically, you have a book project about the list, right? So what are you looking for? Are you looking for platforms to promote your book on, or are you in the creation process of it?
Well, I hadn't even thought about that, but yeah, of course, sure. I'm all about affiliate marketing and joint ventures. Like, that's my jam. My previous world of what I really do is business marketing and PR consulting. I've done that for a decade with transformational leaders, hence how I ended up working with secret folks. But it's, for me, I'm really trying to gather some really amazing testimonials of people who have had like stories, because I want to include other people's stories of, you know, they wrote this list, they went through the, you know, they did the visualization and, you know, boom, it happened. So that's what I'm doing.
Or make it a contribution collaboration book of like powerful lists that people have that we don't know that they, you know, we don't know what those are. That's true to themselves. I think it'd be really great, Trace.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
And I have partners for you already if you want to do that. I mean, they're huge.
I love you so much.
They have
That
the
is a
Guinness,
brilliant
the Guinness Book of World Records for collaboration books. Like, so they'd be perfect for you.
I love you so much. Okay, we'll
You're
talk
welcome.
later.
So
Okay.
Mikey is a super connector. This is why I love having him,
He
like,
is
all of
so
the-
for real.
Yeah.
I call
this is
myself
it.
the heart to heart connector. He's the super connector. There's
I think there's also room for Tracy, Mikey, and like myself for us to do like a whole super connector networking.
I
hub
love it.
thing,
Love
where
it.
we just like manifest the
Love
right
it.
people in the room.
We're all in.
in.
Done. That's happening. So like genuinely, I mean that shit.
I mean that. I'm in.
Yep. Okay, it happened. So I've been meaning to that. So like we're gonna have
Ready
a
to go.
three-way like doing that. Also for
I'm
you,
not too clear
Tracy,
about that three-way, but okay.
it's a three-way Zoom. Is what
We were talking about grinding,
Okay.
grinder. I don't know what.
Yeah, Tracy, you didn't know what it meant, but you know what grinder is.
And one of my programs with Bob is Make Out Magic. So hey.
Oh yeah, I love that. You have a make-out challenge too. I think people need to know about that.
That's cool.
Really
That's cool.
It's for couples, I believe. I hope it's for couples. 'Cause
Yes, it's for
otherwise
couples.
it's like, who
You can make
even-
out with
Make
yourself.
out with yourself. I highly
Yep.
recommend it. But
Yeah, I recommend it too.
yes, exactly. Lots of.
Self-love.
Okay, I diverse. We lost him.
Oh no.
What happened? There was way too much energy
Every
again.
time we, yeah, I don't know. That is so crazy. He's gone, right? Oh my God.
Gone. Like this time he didn't freeze. He's gone. Oh, so cute. Bianca, I love that you have, oh my gosh, so precious.
Wait, who are we looking at?
The
Bianca.
halo, the halo on that little one. It
Oh my
was
God,
just
who?
having
Who?
it
I want to see
in
this.
our session with us.
Well, I don't have,
Sanaya.
oh, so beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my God, what am I missing?
Go to
So
the
that's
down
crazy.
review.
Oh, okay.
So that was crazy. So it's 12:30 and the creator is telling me that we're wrapping up the call. That's literally like, look about timing. Like that's the exact moment that my computer died. It's like something is happening. So to close this out, I want us to continue this collaboration momentum. I have some connections for you, Tracy, and ideas for your book too. So we're gonna get that going. Who else here? We have still 10 people on. Would like to participate in just like a deeper networking, supporting each other with our vision call. This is just intuitively coming through. I hadn't planned this, but let's do this. If you want to join us for the what I originally intended as a three-way Zoom, not a three-way. Like it can be a 10-way, right? Like a networking, connecting with each other call. If you're in, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a group messenger chat where everyone's in, and we're going to align calendars. We're going to announce when and how it's going to happen. Okay. So please, in this right now moment, DM me for Networking Mastermind, like those exact words. That's why I know on Facebook. That's the best way to reach me. Facebook Messenger. That way I don't have to track everyone down and everything. So in this moment, please go to Facebook. Miro Heinck is my name, and we're going to make that thing happen. And I'm excited. And let's see what happens. This is literally divine guidance. I just know when it's in alignment, it's aligned. When it's aligned, and it's going to be amazing and beautiful. So with that said, again, big gratitude to each of you. I'm going to continue the manifesting journey of the day. My invitation for you is share your list, please. In that same group chat, take a snapshot of your list, share the list with us. Because now collectively, we can all see what you're manifesting. Our brains are broadcasting out the signal to the universe, the bad signal, like Nikki said, right? And we're not just individually broadcasting our bad signal, but we're doing it together. So I will share my list as well when I'm complete. And that way we have an accountability, manifestation, networking group chat. Are you guys done with that? This is so good. Thank you, Jean, for being here. Thank you, Jama, Tracy, Lewis. We all got to jump on our separate calls. Drea is here. This is so great. I'm so glad you made it. Jesse, your story was so powerful. Thank you, each of you and everyone. Lewis, you're all amazing. Sati, we'll see you on the next one. Have an amazing day.
Awesome. Love you all. Mwah.
Love you.
All right.
Bye.